more on the story now with Natia Seskuria. She's an associate fellow at the Royal United Services and is speaking to us from Georgia's capital, Tbilisi. Thank you so much for joining us on this news hour. Now, Natia, do you think that Russia's targeting of critical infrastructure in Ukraine is a way of inflicting the most hurt on that country at a time when it seems that Moscow's military offensive is a bit on the back foot at this point?
Thank you very much for having me. Absolutely. I think this is a strategy to, first of all, break Ukrainians and force Ukrainian government into accepting concessions. And this is also a strategy as a result of Russia's recent failures on the battlefield. We have seen that Russia is relentlessly hitting and destroying civilian infrastructure in Ukraine, and these are deliberate attacks by the Russian military against Ukrainian citizens. Residential areas, hospitals, schools, and transport infrastructure have been shelled constantly, and this constitutes a serious war crime. There are also major blackouts across the entire country to make life unbearable to the Ukrainian citizens and to make them freeze to death. And I think this is the way of Russia using terror in order to destroy the Ukrainian nation, in order to destroy the morale of the Ukrainians that has been consistently very high throughout the past 9 months of war. And as winter is coming and the temperature is increasingly falling across Ukraine, we have seen that Russia has scaled up hitting Ukraine's power and heating systems and drones and missiles. So this is a Russian strategy of breaking Ukrainian citizens and making Ukrainian government forcing Ukrainian government to sit at the negotiation table and accept concessions.
Do you think that this will actually force Ukraine's government to head to that negotiating table? Because, of course, despite the constant shelling that we've seen of this critical infrastructure, Russia has said it's only targeting military infrastructure.
Absolutely. Russia's defense ministry denied striking anywhere, especially inside Kiev, insisting that it was Ukrainian air defense systems that caused this catastrophe. But this is not unexpected, because we have seen repeatedly Russian officials denying the war crimes that they have been committing on the Ukrainian territory. But at the same time, I don't think that this will force Ukrainian government to accept concessions, because we see that the morale in the Ukrainian citizens is still very high. And accepting concessions means that Ukraine will lose its sovereignty and territorial integrity. And Ukrainians have been fighting consistently very hard, and the damage inflicted on the country has been huge. We also see that the Western support has been consistent, despite the fact that the Western allies are also facing a number of economic problems at the moment. But there is no grounds to think that the support will be decreased anytime soon. So I think until Ukraine has Western support, Ukrainians will not be considering accepting any concessions, at least.
Natia Seskuria, very good to get your analysis, speaking to us there from Tbilisi. Thank you so much.